So what is going on, everybody? My name is American Amadeus, bringing you a gameplay commentary for the Call of Duty World War II in the background. Yeah, I'm playing this game again. Like a battered wife, I just keep coming back. Even after I said I was gonna leave this game forever and never touch it again. But yet here I am playing it up to this day. And, my last video still stands. I don't really like this game a lot, but my views have changed for the better. I still think that this game, let's just restate the fact that this game is not very good. Maps are shit, score streaks are shit. Like, it seems like the more you get, the worse they get. Like, the more streaks you unlock, they get progressively worse. Spawns are just probably the worst I've ever seen in any COD game ever in my life. And this gameplay is proof of that. We've been spawning, my team and we've been spawning in this exact same area for like the past 5 respawns that I've died. It's ridiculous. Like, here I am once again, same spot once again. Let's see, what else is shit about this game? Snipers are way too good. There, sniping is just way too easy in this game. Maybe it's because we're not jumping up and down like jackrabbits, but it just seemed very, very common that I'm dying by a sniper in this game. And let's not forget, this game would not fucking work for like the first couple weeks. It like the servers were down, zombies was unplayable even. Also, the only thing we had to look forward to was a campaign, which, by the way, is not very good. I think it's very cliche, boring, bland, repetitive. Just no effort put into it. Well, I wouldn't say no effort. There are some standout moments, like the Rousseau mission, the final epilogue where Zussman is at the concentration camp, which is what I've been hoping is in a World War II game. We can see the side of the Nazi POW in a concentration camp. I kind of got that in this game, but not to the full extent that I wanted it to be. But yeah, like I said, I've been coming back to this game. Before this, before actually playing the game, I would just log into this game to just get my daily bonus, because I would play this game, I would say, maybe this game isn't too bad after all. Let's play a couple matches and then we'll see if my view still stands. Well, I would play like TDM or Domination or at the time Gun Game with the Winter Siege event, and I just couldn't stand it, man. I was just like, the room was so hot of my fury. It was ridiculous. I would just play the game, just shake my head, facepalm really, really hard, and just shut the game off. And that was the night. But come the Resistance DLC event, and this game is actually pretty good. Grinding out for the Luftwaffengewehr, the Orso, the melee weapons, the double XP events, checking out the new Resistance class, checking out the new maps. It's a pretty fun experience, I gotta say. The Luftwaffengewehr is a very good gun. It can compete with the BAR, with the M19, with the automatic carbine gun. I forgot what it's called, but it's like the first AR that you get. SMGs are nice. The grease gun right here is a monster. The PPSH, MP40. Even after, thankfully, after the weapon tuning, this game is a lot more balanced and a lot more refreshing. And also, Kill Confirmed, man, like this is the game mode that just saved it all. If I get to think something that would bring me back to this game, it would be Kill Confirmed. Because truth be told, it adds some game flow where there wasn't before. I can see on the map, oh, a tag is gone. That means an enemy or my teammate picked it up. I see on the minimap, okay, there are no blue arrows. Well, that must mean that an enemy just picked up that tag. And lo and behold, that is the case in fact. And also War, gun game. They're also pretty fun game types, but I prefer Kill Confirmed more so. It just makes the game a lot more fast-paced, a lot more XP is granted, a lot more game flow to these maps that just were unbearably awful at the start. And you know, I'm also uh, using the contracts, using the quartermaster a lot more. You know, grinding out for those goodies like the pinup girl that you see right here in the background next to my Beppis. And it's a pretty fun game, you know. And the community is not as cancerous. You know, there are some exceptions, like this dude that wants to fucking RPG me in the face, or PPSH Swiss using Mountain, using Primed, snipers that are quick scoping you to no end, you know. But more or less, it's a pretty decent community. It's not as toxic as before, which is a good thing. And I also appreciate Sledgehammer, you know, not being transparent, you know, actually being vocal, saying that they're adding more shit to the game, you know, more buffs, more nerfs, uh, tweaking the imbalances or imperfections of the maps. It's a good thing to know that this game is being supported heavily to make the experience for the better. Uh, you know, but with all that being said, though, I still think that this game is pretty lackluster. You know, the creator class system is way below what is good in a COD game. You know, pick 10 will always be superior in my opinion. The maps are still pretty bad, even though Confirmed adds a little bit of perfection to them. The quartermaster is still very padded with useless bullshit like grips that nobody fucking wants and are just all the same. And you can't even fucking see on the gun. Also, by the way, like nobody mains with a pistol, like nobody at all, and yet they keep adding hundreds of thousands of fucking grips. But you know, this game is a lot more tolerable now. Zombies is still, you know, very mediocre. Campaign very mediocre as well. Multiplayer is where it's at this year for me. And I will definitely be playing this game a lot more now thanks to these newfound love for Kill Confirmed. So kudos, Sledgehammer. You know, you brought me back, and that is to be commended.